What's up guys, my name is Your Heroes and welcome back to more Gates of Hell, and today we have another development update for you today, and this has been released as of yesterday, the Tuesday, the August the 16th, and I know I'm a wee bit late to it, but I'm sure it's always good to cover development update because these could actually be really important, which is a really good thing. So if you do like to see these development updates and you do want to see more news on the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button as well. But without further ado, some of the things we're going to be talking about today is the Conquest, some multiplayer, and the Talvasota DLC, which is actually the most interesting thing I have to say out of this whole news information. So without any further ado, let's get just straight into the action. So this is development update 120. Now I've zoomed in so hopefully you can see the text as well. So let's get started. Hi everyone. I usually say like hello commanders, but I guess that's my thing. Hi everyone. We've got some news to share about current development and about what's coming to Call to Arms Gates of Hell in the near future. There's something here for everyone. Now there is actually, it is also for everyone, even though you might not have like the DLCs, you might not have like the most up-to-date version, the most up-to-date DLCs. It is still a game for everyone, so please bear that in mind. First of all, we are about to release another free update in the coming days. Besides that, work on the next faction continues at the good pace. At the same time, we've been hunting bugs, of course. In fact, we're always busy on 3 fronts at any time. And if you don't really get that joke, then some of you might be a wee bit simple. But I'm not saying that's bad, but if you get the joke, then let me know. So let's see what's going on right now. And by the way, they're saying about a free update, and that's coming for everyone. And see, when it says free, I mean everyone. You do not need to have the Talvasota DLC. You can just have the regular version of Gates of Hell to receive this update as well. So bear that in mind. So let's go into the first update of this, which is a Conquest. Several improvements will be added to the Conquest. Now, if you don't remember what the Conquest is kind of like a mini campaign where you can place different factions, and you get to choose kind of how you build up your army and how you want to kind of defend and attack. And I've shown this a couple times on the channel. There's actually quite a lot of videos on the Conquest, so if you do want to go see that, then there'll be a playlist right now. When the update is pushed, we will detail the changes for you. We are continuously developing Conquest and existing times are ahead. There are always plans to do more, and it's usually safe to say that with these changes, we don't think the development of Conquest is finished at all. You can expect many more changes and additions to come to Conquest in the future. Now that is really good, because what they're saying is that even though Conquest has come really far and is so much better than Call to Arms' original game, they know that there's still a lot of work to do in Conquest, and they know there's probably going to be a few bugs, a few things that still need to be fixed, which is actually true, because Conquest, I admit, is not even close to perfect yet. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's seriously improved since the Call to Arms Conquest, but I'm saying that it does need a lot. It still needs some good improvements, which a lot of the community has asked for. So okay, so moving on to the multiplayer. So the Conquest, yeah, so they're making several improvements. When the update is pushed, they're going to detail more in the actual big update when it comes, but this is kind of maybe like a small update or small kind of update to tell you guys what they're working on just now. So a multiplayer. Talking about multiplayer, we've made a number of changes and tweaks for balance reasons. These will be detailed in the change log, as well the fixes. So nothing I can say has been confirmed for multiplayer. All we know is that some rebalancing is going on for multiplayer, which is a good thing because we know what multiplayer games are like with unbalancing and all that. So it's good to see that Gates of Hell are taking balancing in multiplayer really seriously, as it is a big factor in multiplayer games such as Gates of Hell, because sometimes you can an enemy might play Russia and you might play Finland. You are going to be at disadvantage, but it's important that it balances it out as well, you know, to maybe make it that you have the high ground and you have the advantage or something like that, so you have a better chance of winning against an overpowered faction. but we don't know. We'll have to see in the changelog. And what do you think is to come in the multiplayer? It'd be good to see what your guys' thoughts are on the multiplayer as well, so let me know. Now we're moving on to the really exciting part of the update, which I'm really excited to announce. So it says Talvasota. We also have some additions specifically for Talvasota DLC owners. So this is only for Talvasota DLC owners. So if you have this DLC, then this is for you. We're very glad to announce that Finland will be added to the late war multiplayer period. So as you know, in the game we currently have we have kind of different sections of a faction. So we have kind of early war, mid war, and late war. So the early war is kind of like early technology, where you don't have many tanks to your advantage, your guns aren't really advanced, you maybe don't have the most advanced grenades or anything like that, maybe the troops aren't well organized or anything like that, or they're not enough trained. So and then you go to the mid war, which is kind of which is higher than the early war, where they're a wee bit more technological advanced during the war, but they're not as good as the late war period, where Finland are at its best, or any faction are at its best in that case. But we'll have to see what the late war is. Talvasota owners will be able to fight in some completely different settings with this addition. I want to know what these are, and I'll be doing a review of the late war period, because I've already done a review, I think it was on the early war period. I haven't done the mid war, or was it the mid war? I think it might have been the mid war. Anyway, I'll leave that in the link down below, where I do actually do a faction review of Finland. And tell me what you think. I think this could be actually a complete game changer for Finland, and it could be like bringing some huge things to this. And you can see we've got some really cool thumbnails here, and I'll definitely be using probably this one as my thumbnail, so thank you, Gates of Hell. But as you can see, we've got some nice pictures of probably this being the late war, maybe having some Panzer IIIs, because remember, most of the Finnish stuff was taken from other countries like the Russians, and I don't even know if the Germans as well, but we'll have to find out and see. As you can see, we've maybe got an advanced T-26 here, a captured T-26, and you can see we've got some, possibly it looks like a fight going on here with a BT-7 and some more advanced T-26s. We'll just have to wait and see. We've got some nice pictures here, lovely photos here that Gates of Hell have taken, so I'll be definitely using some of these thumbnails. Thank you, Gates of Hell. Anyway, last part of this update, is we're also added 2 more skirmishes to the Talvasota package. This duo of missions completes the Talvasota skirmish set. We're quite sure you'll have a great time playing these. They're an absolute blast. I don't know why I pronounced that wrong, but this is actually huge. Again, it will give you such a more diverse and more kind of interesting way to play these skirmishes on the Talvasota package. And if you do like the skirmishes on the Talvasota package like I have, then this is something that you guys will absolutely like. It gives you more diversity to play around with and learn strategies and tactics about how you can play the Finnish faction even better, and how you can use it to your advantage on different maps as well. So that's really good. I really like that. And in all, the Talvasota now has 12 skirmishes available. If you'd like to try them, or the single player and dynamic campaigns, check the Talvasota store page by clicking below, as you can see here. So this is the Gates of Hell Talvasota DLC. It's currently on for £14. I would maybe wait. I mean, this is actually a very good deal for £13, because in this, if you don't know what involves the Gates of this Talvasota DLC, it includes the Finnish faction, the Finnish army faction, and you get a bunch of missions and skirmishes for this Gates of Hell. So if you do want to get it, then it is £14, but that's in pounds. I don't know what it is in euros or anything like that. You'll probably need to work out the math. So, but maybe wait. If you're maybe waiting for a discount to come on, then you might have missed it because the summer sale was on. So now you might have to wait till January if you maybe want to get it on, because Steam usually do a sale during January time, so maybe wait until then. But I think this is still an awesome deal. And did you know our bug hunting team is always active? Use our Discord server to report any issues. You can make sure you don't miss anything by subscribing to our social platforms, which I do. I follow them on Twitter. We'll publish a basic preview version of the game manual in the coming week, which will be awesome. That's it for the moment. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the battlefield. So guys, that is it for development 120. What do you guys think of all that? What do you think about the Conquest mode? Do you think that you think it's good the way it is, or do you think there need to be improvements? Do you think, you think the Conquest is completely balanced the way it is, there's need to be no changes, or do you think that Gates of Hell is right on this and it needs to be improved? And also the multiplayer, what do you think, what updates or what balances may be in the change log? Take your guesses down below. And then for the Talvasota, the late war, do you think it was a good idea for bringing the late war, or do you think it was a bad idea? Let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching and our support, and I will see you in the next video. See you later and goodbye.